And we have continuing coverage tonight on a story that a viewer suggested to us last month. Why is the Tifft Street Pier closed? Well, it was first shut down after a storm in 2015. And now Two on Your Side has pressed state and local officials enough to get that pier fixed. Our Nate Benson first brought us that original report, and he's here now with more details on the repairs tonight. So, Nate, what's the status?
Yeah, Mary Alice, this was actually a story 1 month ago today we brought you after that viewer question, and it was really evolved since then, the question of who is actually responsible for that pier. But putting all of that aside, it's finally on a path to get fixed. The pier first opened in 2014. Then it was damaged in a storm in 2015, and it has sat closed in need of repair ever since. Now, the city of Buffalo is stepping in.
We've got an informal RFP out on the street for some contractors to come and do some of the final repairs.
The main problem is the floating fishing dock at the end of the pier. It got all sorts of busted up during a seiche in 2015. But there are other problems as well.
Some of the wire railings and some of the planks are need to be repaired, so we've got that repair in.
Including work that was apparently never finished when the pier first opened, according to City of Buffalo DPW Commissioner Nate Martin. And why exactly is the city fixing the pier? Well, as you may recall in a previous story, trying to figure out who owned the pier was a challenge. Ultimately, the State Department of Transportation said the Tifft Street Pier was constructed by the New York State Department of Transportation on behalf of the city of Buffalo, and ownership of the structure was transferred to the city upon completion. Multiple sources have confirmed to me that the city never accepted transfer of the pier by the state because of reported design flaws prior to it being completed in 2014.
I think it's important for all of us, both the state and the city, to get this open. So I kind of stepped in. There's a gap in terms of finishing the project, so we're able to execute the project. I think, some of the work that now has to occur fairly quickly.
Congressman Higgins' office confirmed a meeting was held between his office, the state DOT, and the city of Buffalo to sort out the issues that caused the $4.5 million pier to remain closed for 7 years. According to the congressman's office, the state will be providing any additional funding needed to repair the pier. Commissioner Martin says the repair should be completed sometime in August. Once all this work is done, it'll then be city responsibility to maintain moving forward?
Yeah, certainly. We'll have the maintenance after the projects. We'll get this fence out of the way and get it open up to the public so they can use it, and then it'll be ours following that time frame.
The commissioner didn't have an estimate as to how much it will cost to repair the pier at this time. In the newsroom, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.